Hello and welcome. This is Nolan with Discover NC Homes, Nolan's News, and I want to talk about, I guess, some key terms in a home inspection. And a lot of these terms are not meant to scare a buyer, but if it's your first time reading a home inspection or you've only seen a few of them, these terms can be very scary to a buyer. But you have to understand that they're put in there for legal reasons. Home inspectors need to protect themselves, so they need to use certain verbiage. And something that sounds like a severe problem may not be nearly as severe as it is, but the way it's worded, it might scare you off. So just a few things to kind of keep in mind. When you're reading through items on a home inspection, often after each item, it will say, please get further evaluated by a licensed contractor, a qualified electrician, a professional qualified window person, a structural engineer. Some of these things exist, but a lot of times a handyman who knows, or a handy person who knows what they're doing, can satisfy these requirements. So I'll take, for example, a GFCI protected outlet. Code says that, within, and I don't know the feet, but a certain amount of footage from a water source, a sink, something like that, you have to have a GFCI protected outlet, okay? A handyman is well capable, if they know what they're doing, of putting in a GFCI outlet. But that item in a home inspection will say should be done by a licensed electrical contractor. For a GFCI, my opinion, you don't need an electrician for that. However, if it's something in the panel that's wrong, or you need, something like that, then I am of the belief you definitely should have a licensed contractor or licensed electrician solve a more immediate problem. But you've just got to understand that a home inspector, for liability reasons, always needs to put that licensed electrical person or licensed contractor, where in reality I think a lot of this work can be done by a knowledgeable person, but they don't necessarily have to be licensed in that field. So just make sure you know what you're reading, or ask for advice from your broker or the home inspector on what's being looked at there. Also too, we have a lot of, I guess, issues that come up in a home inspection that they sound a lot more severe than they really are. To throw around a few key words, I've seen where you have mold or mildew. I'm sorry, not mold. That's what I was about to get into. You have maybe fungus or mildew, but inspector calls it mold. They need to call it mold because maybe it is some sort of mold, but it's not black mold. It's not mold that's going to cause a life-threatening, ailment or disease. So again, just get clarification on what is meant by that. Is it really mold? Okay, if it is mold, is it a bad kind of mold? We live with mold every day in our, just walking outside. So just know what you're really working with, if that makes sense. And also, ask a home inspector, ask your broker, what items on here are severe and what are not? Because a lot of times you can read a cosmetic item that may just be a cosmetic item, but it makes it sound like it's a very severe problem that needs to be addressed. So know from the home inspector's point of view, because of liability reasons, they need to explain things in a certain way. But I think from a realistic point of view, a lot of these problems are not nearly as severe once they have some explanation behind them as they sound. So just again, know kind of what you're looking at. Always ask questions, and again, we're always here to help. So if you have any questions, please let us know. Thank you so much.